What is going on, faithful? I'm here live in Levi Stadium parking lot. We just finished up day one of training camp for the 49ers, and it was awesome. This was my first experience at one of the training camps that are open to everybody. It had a blast. Brought my youngest son, Michael. He had a good time. Got to see a lot of people, which was great, but that's not why you're here. So I want to start doing every time that I come out to one of these, just a quick 10-minute kind of recap of some initial thoughts I had from practice, some things I took away. We'll be going live later. We got a show at 6 p.m. with Marco Martinez, which I'm excited about, where we're going to dive into a little bit more in depth. But the thing I took away today, I told everybody I'm not going to be watching quarterbacks and all that stuff, and I focused mostly on the defense today, but I don't think it was anywhere close in the quarterback competition today as far as Trey Lance, Sam Darnold. I thought Trey Lance had a great day. The biggest plays of the day were all when number 5 was under center in the team portion of the camp. But the defense definitely had the advantage. I think probably the two biggest plays of the day, one from Talanoa Hufanga, who broke up a deep ball from Darnold to Danny Gray, and they got at it, man. They got at it and started chipping at each other today. But that was number one. Number two, Fred Warner, the absolute beast that is Fred Warner, running step for step with Debo on a deep corner route and got a pass breakup. I'm not sure who threw it. I think that one was Trey Lance. It was a good ball. It hit Debo in the hands, but Fred Warner was there at the exact same time. And, Warner got really pumped up. The biggest play of the day for the offense, Brandon Ayuk, contested catch, jump ball, pulls it down, turns around, stares at the whole defense. He's Frankenstein. That's not going anywhere. So from a defensive standpoint, pads aren't on yet. So you have to understand O-line, D-line, very, very hard to measure. So not a lot of time was spent analyzing O-line, D-line yet. Once the pads come on, that's where the shift will go. Because early on practices at any level, it's almost like a 7-on-7 whenever you just have helmets on. And the defense was way ahead, way ahead. And it was very evident early. Fred Warner, Talanoa Hufanga, those dudes are miles ahead of everybody else. Not to say that Charvarius Ward or Demo had a bad day, but if you're talking about people that pop off the whole time, I mean, you're watching two separate fields of position drills, and there's a lot of stuff going on. The magnetism of just your eyes can't look away from Fred Warner and Talanoa Hufanga on the defensive side. It's just the truth of the matter. They draw you. Dre Greenlaw is my favorite player on this team, but you can't help but watch 54 and 29. And so you love to see the two all-pro players on defense. Nick Bosa's not here, obviously. But Talanoa Hufanga and Fred Warner, all-pro players, picking up right where they left off. No question. And Hufanga continued his whole theme with being one of the first people out of practice. The very first person out of practice was rookie, Jair Brown, who just absolutely crushed it. He looks different. I was talking to my friend Matthew, who was there with me and helped out for sure. Come on, Matthew, say what's up, man. How we doing? And that's what's up. And so we were talking, number 27, Jair Brown, looks different. First padded player out there on the field, and just he looked the part. Now he's working with the 2s and 3s, and he should be. But I'm telling you right now, eye test, drill test, he knows what he's supposed to be doing. And so stock up if that was even a possibility for the rookie Jair Brown that they traded up for. Super pumped to see what he's going to do. Now, the one player that was put on PUP for the entire team, rookie Darrell Luter Jr., guess what? He was out there before anybody else working on drills off to the side of the field. And we were trying to place who that was because he didn't have a jersey on. He didn't have a helmet on. Through a lot of research and figuring out, going through some player profile pictures and, facial recognition. It's like, dude, that's Darrell Luter Jr. And we had a hard time placing him because it's like he doesn't look injured. He hyperextended his knee and he had an issue with a bone bruise, but kid looked good. And so I'm not too concerned about his longevity and whenever he'll come back. I think he's going to have an opportunity to contribute during training camp. So excited to see that. In Nick Bosa's absence, which isn't too big of a deal, I did think it was important Cleveland Farrell was taking those first-team reps. Also, Miles Hartsfield. This is a player I had no clue who came over with Steve Wilkes. Where was he going to be playing? Because he's played slot corner, outside corner, safety. He was with the safety group. And actually had a couple mental errors today where just motions wasn't transitioning correctly. And the defensive coordinator, Steve Wilkes, did not show favoritism. Stopping defensive practice, coming in, very animated. I was pumped to see Steve Wilkes out there today because going from Robert Saleh to D'Amico Ryans, young, animated, lots of energy, you would not have guessed there was a change because Steve Wilkes was out there coaching his tail end off. Absolutely love seeing it. Now, the placement of the coaching was different. Almost everything he did was, tailored to the defensive back area. But absolutely fun practice. Love seeing all just how things have continued to progress. I've got pages and pages of notes I'm going to get into tonight. But man, if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit subscribe. 49ers Rush Podcast. We're going to keep doing this stuff. This is what we got going on. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to try not to get hit by this car. But man, what a great day today. And Niners football is back. Everybody got out healthy as far as I know today, and it looked good. A lot more positives than negatives, and we're just going to keep going to grow. So until next time, we'll be back at 6 p.m. tonight, live here on this channel with Marco Martinez going through this. So come back and check it out with us. And until then, stay strong, faithful.